Well, I think the biggest factor is that despite the fact that we have played them, all right, we both know each other's cards. You know, we know what each other likes to do. So one of the things I challenged my team with yesterday in beginning this week of preparation for, that type of situation is how are we going to be different? Because other teams know what we've done in the past. They have video on us. They watch us. They game plan against what we've done. So how are we going to prepare to do something that they haven't seen, to make us better than we were the first time we played them? And so we had a really good practice yesterday. We worked on a couple of things that are a little different, than we've done in the past. And so I think our team wants to move forward. I don't think the status quo is a good thing with our group. So so that's kind of both advantage and disadvantage. We have to continue to get better. And the disadvantage is teams know what we do. So we have to, adapt and make adjustments to that.
Different players are being honored in some way by All-Star conferences. How cool is it that you're having different players stepping up each week? In the game?
Well, one of the things that I like is that we're not a one-trick pony. We don't just do one thing. We don't just have one player that carries us. We can depend on a lot of different kids to get us through, especially when we play good teams and they try to key in one area or another. So, and it's something we want the ball distributed. We go to who's hot and who's getting it done, and sometimes it's player A, sometimes it's player B, sometimes it's both, which is great when that happens. So the fact that we do have some talent, some depth helps us do that for sure.
Obviously, these two teams coach at the bottom of the Lone Star Conference. What do you tell your kids' mindset going on this road trip? Don't overlook them.
Yeah, well, I can say that until I'm blue in the face, but human nature says, well, we beat this team before, So where we focus in is that we have goals. We have postseason goals. We want to host a conference tournament, and the only way to do that is to stay clean in conference. And so if you want to lose, you look ahead. You look past those teams. And so I think that our team is mature enough at this point. We're not a young team. We're a veteran team, to know that we can't just expect to just show up and other teams to bow down. They're not going to do that. But we definitely have a target on our back, and teams are coming for us. It doesn't matter whether they're first or last in the conference. It makes no difference. We've got to stay clean. We've got to do our job in conference in order to put ourselves in a position to not only host and potentially win a conference championship tournament,